What's up, family? Danger warning messages coming out this week, and I don't think America is prepared for this information. We are talking about another pandemic could actually happen. Yes, according to some officials at WHO, they believe that disease X is our next biggest threat. It could actually take down America this time. Yes, in other news, what is going on with these electric cars being stranded? The cold weather is really causing havoc across the country. And unfortunately, we are seeing a large number of deaths as a result. I have the details to share with you in just a moment, but before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, as well as hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off with what we are calling disease X. Could this be the next thing that causes another pandemic? Well, according to officials at WHO, they are now warning countries of the potential pandemic that could be 20 times deadlier than COVID-19. Can that actually be true? Well, let's just go ahead and take a look right here that the director of the World Health Organization, or better known as WHO, is urging nations at the World Economic Forum in Davos to endorse a WHO's pandemic resolution, a treaty to prepare countries for the potential threat of what they are calling disease X. Represents a theoretical yet unidentified virus that scientists warn could be 20 times deadlier and more lethal than COVID-19. Is this just a hoax or a scam, or is this really true? I mean, this particular individual is working for the WHO, which WHO actually designated this particular person to be in charge. Well, no one knows that information, but he is leading this particular organization, and according to him, as well as other scientists and officials, they are saying that disease X is actually a thing. Yes, guys, even right here, they are saying that the WHO director, which is who we just talked about, is calling for the World Pandemic Treaty, in which this is going to set up a plan in order to get all of the countries to prepare in advance and actually sign an agreement to address this common issue. Yes, they are saying that this is going to be a common enemy of the world at stake, not just talking about the United States, but all of the countries around, because as we saw with COVID-19, this thing spreaded so fast across multiple countries, multiple states, all over the world. So anyways, they are wanting to get ahead of this potential deadly virus that could actually happen sometime very soon. But the question is, we still don't know where this is going to come from, or when it's going to come, and whether or not this is actually true information. But again, the danger warnings are out there right now, because this is putting us on high alert just to know that we could face another virus in the near future. And then you can also see right here, the biggest question is, how will pandemic preparations help the world? That is the biggest question. What do we need to do? What do we need to buy? What do we need to implement in order to prevent the spread of another deadly virus? As the winter season continues to bring back a surge in respiratory illnesses and pandemic era practices such as mask mandates, global health experts are thinking ahead about how to prepare for the next big outbreak. And we also recall where Bill Gates, the person that founded Microsoft, he talked about the COVID-19 was not going to be our last pandemic, our last virus that takes out millions of Americans. But anyways, as you can see, that the WHO individual or representative is definitely wanting to get some type of treaty signed by multiple countries. So anyways, I will keep you guys posted as usual. But moving on, guys, what is going on with the cold weather? It is causing individuals to be unable to drive their cars. Is this really a thing? Well, according to those individuals that drive electric vehicles, they are getting stunned right now, being stranded for more than 5 hours. Take a look at this particular video right here, guys.
Some Tesla drivers learned the hard way about how cold weather impacts their battery life. This was the scene this morning at a charging station near 95th and Western in Evergreen Park. Drivers say some of the stations weren't working, and those that were taking a lot longer to charge.
I've been here for over 5 hours at this point, and I'm still have not got to charge my car. Charge it should take 45 minutes. It's taken 2 hours.
That driver says he saw at least 10 cars towed. Tesla advises owners to keep the charge level above 20% during bitter cold weather.
So yeah, as you can see, all of those particular Tesla cars were actually out there stranded because they were trying to charge their vehicles and the charging stations were frozen because of the temperatures. And this particular one, it was in O'Hare, Chicago, which they were saying that it was below 20 degrees, which is crazy. Who would have thought that chargers running off electricity were going to be unable to charge electric vehicles? I mean, come on now, it's just pretty much like charging up your cell phone, but charging up a battery in your car. And yes, a lot of electric vehicle owners, specifically talking about Tesla, were not happy over the last few days or so. And as you can see, that particular individual said that he had been sitting there for 5 hours waiting for some type of resolution. He was stranded with his car. What do you do? I mean, come on now. And then think about those individuals that use Tesla vehicles for Uber services. Their jobs were pretty much shut down because of the cold weather. This thing is getting out of hand. And what are we going to do? Because we just recently saw where President Biden issued a mandate for all electric vehicles by the year of 2032. Is that actually going to happen? We need to fix this particular issue right now before we even get to the point of mandating everyone to drive and sell electric vehicles. And yes, like I said, in regards to Biden trying to push this electric vehicle to everyone, yes, we did hear from 17 retired military officials. They are raising the alarms in regards to this particular mandate by President Biden. And this is what those military officials said. Biden's EV push is clear example of tone-deaf policy making. Retired military officials write this in a letter to the president. And yes, it doesn't stop there. We recently heard earlier this week or last year where the House was voting against this particular EV rule that was being pushed by President Biden. So yes, they're saying that the votes are in favor of blocking the Biden administration rules that is expected to shift car sales in the United States significantly towards electric vehicles. And after this weekend, the cold weather, I'm sure there's going to be even more pushback later on this week. But anyways, you can see right here that the House is taking up a new resolution. This is just new that came out last week in regards to going against. Biden has another push that is pushing for more chargers. Yes, electric chargers to be installed in multiple places across the country. And now the House is actually pushing to ban that as well. The legislation would scrap a limited waiver from Buy America requirements in regards to installing more electric vehicle chargers. So yes, this is going to cause a huge strain for the electric vehicle market, as well as those individuals that are already driving those electric vehicles, because you already know that we don't have enough chargers as it is. And the more vehicles they continue to sell, more car manufacturers are coming out with more vehicles and they need somewhere to charge as well. So it looks like the market, consumers are slowly beginning to buy more electric vehicles, but still there are not enough chargers installed to support the demand of these electric car buyers. So anyways, the House is going against this while President Biden is pushing this, but we do need to implement some type of regulation to allow enough chargers to be installed, as well as fix this issue in regards to the cold weather and charging large batteries for vehicles. We have got to fix that issue first before we continue to move forward with pushing more electric vehicle sales in the United States. But anyways, guys, what do you think about this? Do you even care? But anyways, I feel bad for these individuals because you bought a car and you expect to be able to drive your car at any given time. And who would have known that negative 20 degrees would pretty much prevent you from driving your vehicle. But anyways, last but not least, in regards to this cold weather that is sweeping the country, yes, guys, unfortunately, we are going to be able to report that the death toll now is topping around 60 people across the United States as this Arctic blast continues to leave dangerous icy conditions all over the country. And we are not just talking about the northeastern areas, it is also affecting the south areas as well. Here in Texas, we have seen temperatures in the low teens, which is very uncommon for us Texans. We don't know how to drive in this stuff, and we definitely don't have the equipment to clean up the streets in case the precipitation stays on the streets as well. So anyways, this is affecting everyone in the United States except for California, of course, they continue to have sunny skies. But anyways, like I said, be mindful of this information, and we definitely want to keep these individuals, these 60 individuals, them, their friends, and their families in our prayers in the meantime, because they're without loved ones at this particular time. So anyways, guys, as the weather continues to go on before it flips sometime later this week, definitely be safe out there. Pray for your loved ones. But anyways, that is all we have for you today, and I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, that's all we have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a couple of opportunities for you to earn some free money or start your investing journey. Yes, we are talking about signing up with Webull, where they are giving away 12 free stocks after you deposit $1. The cool thing about it is that those stocks can be worth up to $3,000. You guys just saw that we just hit an all-time record on the S&P 500, folks. What a great way to start investing right now, because the market is projected to continue to keep going up. Also, don't forget about taking advantage of the Amazon Prime membership, where you can get 30 days for free, which is a great time right now as the NFL season is coming to an end. So you can watch all of those games for free, as well as order things and have them delivered to your home for free right at your front door. So anyways, those are just a few, but check out all of the links down below. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.